It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Welcome to 2K Sports, everybody. I'm Ernie Johnson, sitting alongside the Big Diesel, Shaquille O'Neal, and the prop plane, Kenny Smith. Our game tonight featuring the New Orleans Pelicans as they go up against the Lakers in Los Angeles. And for Los Angeles, they were swept by this team last season, losing all 3 games they played against them. So they'll be motivated tonight. Well, we have a good one tonight. 2 powerhouse clubs about to throw down. Kenny, how do you see this playing out?
Well, you got 2 teams bring out their best in each other tonight, Ernie. So that's why this game is a must-see matchup. Tremendous individual matchups as well, and this will be a heated rivalry for years to come.
I'm seeing something in the ball.
And what ball?
The crystal ball.
Oh, not that again.
I think this could be a preview of these teams meeting in the postseason.
Wow.
Everyone in the league will also be watching.
Wow.
Shaq Thomas.
Do me a favor.
Yes.
Hand me that ball.
Can't touch it.
Hand me that ball.
Can't touch
Just
it.
hand me that ball, please.
Can't touch it.
Why?
Look,
Oh! He just dropped
don't
the
have to
ball.
worry about that shtick anymore.
He dropped the ball.
K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
It's a Western Conference battle here at the Staples Center in downtown Los Angeles as the Lakers look to work home court advantage. Along with Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and our sideline reporter David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan, and a wonderful surprise for all of you tonight. We're sitting along courtside with legendary Kobe Bryant. Kobe, thanks for joining us.
No, thank you, man. Thank you for letting me be a part of the team.
You're still a fan, aren't you, even though you're retired?
100%.
This game is part of the travel schedule for New Orleans. It's an opportunity for them to play in a heated matchup like this, to play your best basketball. These are the games, guys, that show how well you match up against the other great teams in the league.
And I think for New Orleans, this hasn't been the breakout season that many were predicting, but they're still very much in the hunt for a high postseason seed, and that will keep them focused here during the season's final stages.
And they need to stay focused. I mean, they have to ensure they hang on to a high seed. It's imperative for them.
And we've got time for a quick pregame report. With that being said, let's head to the sideline and our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge. DA?
Well, guys, Lonzo Ball knew the Lakers needed a leader, and he thought he could fill that hole. He said a lot of it is natural. I think you're either born a leader or you're not. Now, the Ball family does not shy away from controversy, and it didn't last season either. So none of us know exactly where this is all going to end up. Kevin?
Thanks, David. Kobe, how important is it for young players to have mentors?
Oh, extremely important. I consider them the North Star. Right? They're always there to provide guidance and kind of a map of generally where you want to go or the direction you want to go. And I always felt muses were important because if I could study them and see how they got to where they are, then it'll help me avoid some of the landmines that they may have stepped on and had to persevere through.
And gracious of you to become a mentor now for so many.
Well, it's part of the responsibility, I think, of giving back to the game, right? The game has given me so much. I've had great mentors in my life, and I feel like it's important to pay it forward.
So the Lakers win the tip. We've got a chance here to set the floor, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for this one. So the Pelican 5 right now. Holiday and Moore, the guards. Randall out there with Davis, and it's Mirotic in at the small forward. Now here's Randall after LeBron James's miss. Randall kicks to Holiday. Pass to Davis. Clock at 6, and the whistle blows. It's going to be on Kyle Kuzma. That is his first foul of the game.
And that's a quick foul for him there. It looks like the refs are going to call this one pretty close.
Davis, the pass to Mirotic. Moore finds Davis. 5 on the clock. Shoots over Kuzma. Busts the J after the cagey pass fake. Davis has got the first points up on the board tonight here for New Orleans. Caldwell Pope outside. Pass to LeBron and stolen by Mirotic. Left side Davis. Out of bounds, Pelicans ball as New Orleans keeps possession.
So close to getting the steal there, but the deflection equally as effective.
Yeah, refusing to give up anything easy. Solid defense, and I like that attitude.
Randall outside for Davis. And the pass to Mirotic. The 15-footer. The Lakers with the rebound. Getting their first look of the season at this Pelicans team.
Yeah, and this game kicks off a 4-game season series between the two teams.
Two conference foes, guys, looking to take game 1 tonight. Yeah, very interesting to see who can land the first blow.
Now here is Holiday, following the miss by Nikola Mirotic. In the NBA, because the players are so individually great and we all know about them, and the league pushes them in that direction. You know, you got the torch from Michael. You then gave it to LeBron. Before that, you know, it was Dr. J. And how I find that amazing how the torch is passed from one great player to another, yet each are so individual in their accomplishments. Did you like receiving it, and did you like passing it on?
Yeah, I love both. The receiving and then passing it on, because it's the infinite cycle. It's an infinite loop. And the game just continues to evolve and players continue to grow. And so I was happy to be a part of that chain after watching it for so many years growing up, from, Magic and Larry, and then to Michael, and then to myself and LeBron, and now whoever comes next. It's an infinite loop, and I'm happy to be a part of it.
And Kobe, talking about passing the torch, do you actually say, hey, you're taking over when I leave the game? And then on top of that, did Jordan say the same thing to you? Hey, Kobe, it's your league now. Take it.
No, it becomes apparent when you start winning championships. Mm-hmm. That's the tell-all, right? Can you lead a team to win a championship? And not just one, but multiple championships. And that's what determines who gets the torch next.
Here are the Lakers with the ball. It's a 3-point game. They're coming off that win against the Nets.
Executed on the road, stayed focused, stay consistent with who you are as a team.
I love that, Greg. You got to do that away from home. It shows how connected they are with one another playing that way, and excellent chemistry.
Yeah, I like how James takes it to the defense. Even if they're all over him, he just muscles it past them.
And Holiday kicks to Mirotic. Back to Holiday. Shot from 12. Randall, great positioning on the putback.
You just can't let Randall hang around on the glass. I mean, that's how he generates a number of scores, and he does it pretty much every game.
Now here's James. Last game he had 28 points. And that one is off. Excellent D there from Mirotic. The shot, and it's wide right. Hits off the rim.
The defense has to be better. I mean, they were fortunate that he missed that mid-range jumper. It certainly wasn't because of the defense.
And this quarter, he has clearly been off the mark.
And for those of us who have never played at this level, it must be a thrill to contend against the best in the world. But also with that comes a lot of pressure. How do you handle the balance between enjoying the game and the pressure that's on you in the game?
I've never felt pressure. I'm not really sure what that is. I mean, you'll have moments where you'll make game-winning shots, and it's fantastic.
Never nervous.
No. At times where you'll miss it, and then people won't like you very much. Mm-hmm. But then the next game, you hit a game winner, and everybody loves you. And then you miss the next one, and everybody don't like you again. Right? So why would I stress out over quote-unquote pressure? It doesn't make any sense to me.
How about the responsibility to your teammates and to your own built-in pressures to perform like Kobe Bryant?
Even that, right? Yeah. Even that. There'll be games where you make them, and your teammates are thanking you for it. Times when you miss it, and your teammates are like, dang, man, you got to do better, right? So it's ebbs and flows all the time. And internally, I just do what I practice. Mm-hmm. So there's no reason for me to be nervous or apprehensive, because I've done this shot thousands and thousands and thousands of times. I just have to do it one more time.
And so the ball out of bounds, Davis touched it last.
And checking out the numbers for Lonzo Ball, his last 10 games, he's putting up about 8 points a game, 4 assists, and 3 rebounds. And some pretty good numbers, guys. He's certainly making a contribution.
Better than expected. He still has a ways to go, but I like what I'm seeing right now.
Now here's LeBron. With his average of more than 32 points a game, he's giving opponents nightmares with his firepower.
Does not have a shot blocker's reach, but Randall makes up for it with excellent anticipation.
Pelicans leading by 3. Holiday the pass to Davis. And the call will be against Lonzo Ball. That is his first foul of the game. Here's Holiday. 14 points from him the last game against Milwaukee.
And what opened things up for him was his passing. He was making so many plays that the D had to play off him.
Rajon Rondo's checked in for the Lakers. Here's Randall. The kick out to Holiday. Off the left rim and out.
And he's been way off the mark this quarter. It's been ugly.
Passes it to Kuzma. The kick out to LeBron. Kobe, you're so decorated in every way individually and as a teammate with the 5 championships. Of all the things, the all-star games, the all-defense, all the individual things you've accomplished, what is the one thing you might cherish? And you may have alluded to it with the championships, and I don't want to put words in your mouth, but at the end of the day, is that the one thing above everything else that you covet?
No. You know, the fact that I can look in the mirror and honestly say I gave everything to the game.
Right? That was obvious.
That's the thing, right? You don't want to feel like you've left anything on the table. There's no stone left unturned. I gave everything to the game that I possibly could. That, to me, is the biggest accomplishment.
What a feeling.
Yeah.
And first time out of the game called for New Orleans.
And not surprising, obviously unhappy with the lack of response from his team.
Can't blame him. I mean, the effort hasn't been there. Just has not been there. Hopefully, he can get the fire lit.
Elfrid Payton, he's checked in for Drew Holiday. Payton kicks to Davis. Shoots over Kuzma. And a little luck that time, but it drops. 6 points for Davis. And so it's Rondo bringing it up for the Los Angeles Lakers. They trail by 1. To the middle. It's stolen by Randall. Moore with it. He's picked up by Rondo. Count that one. Moore's got 5 now.
Unselfish, good vision. Nice dime by Julius.
Caldwell Pope kicks to LeBron. McGee, the pass to LeBron. Lakers working the ball around now. 6 to shoot. To the paint. Here's Kuzma. And Kuzma slams it in.
And I tell you what, guys, I think that's the best part of James's game. And he's got a lot of good parts, but his vision is otherworldly.
Payton finds Davis. Shoots over Kuzma. Another one falls for New Orleans.
And, you know, it's obvious he's a talented scorer. I mean, that's a given. A guy you can depend on to get it done in a lot of ways.
Now here's LeBron. 6 points for him. And he banks in the layup. He's got 8.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now, Greg, they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen.
And even against defense as tight as that, you almost expect him to still bury those.
Kuzma kicks to Rondo. Kuzma with it. 11 points for him in that last game against the Nets in Brooklyn.
And he was also a terrific creator in that game as well. His assist totals show you what a fantastic all-around effort it was.
Here's James. Right through the D for the layup. And the Lakers lead by 1.
As hot as he's been this quarter, the game plan is simple, folks. Get him the ball and get out of the way.
And Kobe, you've made no apologies throughout your career about being a scorer, but how do you strike that balance between getting buckets and keeping your teammates involved?
Well, it's a thin line, especially for scorers, because when you're locked into that mentality, it's very easy. It's almost like a racehorse. When you're racing with blinders on, you don't see anything else. You have one focus, right? And so it becomes a matter of trying to understand when to attack throughout the course of the game. So the first 3 quarters, maybe I'll lay back, or maybe even it's just the first quarter, and then close out the first half strong. So you go into halftime with some momentum. But then at the end of the game, that's when you put the blinders back on and you really race for that finish line. And so everything in between just becomes a matter of setting up the pieces so that then you can close the game out the right way. So that's how I thought about it.
And I can sense by the way you describe this that you had to know your teammates' game as well as your own game.
Well, yeah, you got to know how they're feeling going into the game.
Yeah.
Right? Does Pau Gasol have it tonight? How's LO feeling tonight? Right? You got to be able to measure those things. And, if you feel like the team's going to get off to somewhat of a sluggish start, that's when you kick it into high gear immediately. Right? And so it's a bit of a guessing game, but it's more so being able to spend the time with your teammates and talk to them. And that'll help you gauge a little bit better.
So timeout called here, the first for Los Angeles. Okafor is checked in for New Orleans. As we approach the halfway mark, let's take a look at how everything stands out west. A look at the Lakers. They're holding on to second spot in the conference. A great season for them so far. And checking out New Orleans. They're 4th in the conference.
And I think for New Orleans, they've stayed right there, just in sniffing distance of the conference leaders. That's a solid accomplishment at this stage of the season.
I thought maybe they'd have it in them to actually join those leaders this season. But you're right, it's still nice work considering where they are.
And the Pelicans making a change here. Miller's checked in.
Checking in for the Pelicans, Darius Miller.
Rondo looking around. The 3. Miller grabs the miss.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
Here's Clark. Got a hand on it.
In addition to being superb on offense, Ingram is also a ridiculously good defender. His long reach really allows him to come up with a good number of blocks.
And here is Los Angeles now. The Pelicans make their last shot. Rondo passes to Ingram. Here's Hart. And looking at his production, he averages a little more than 7 points a game. And that one is hammered home.
And able to pad his stats a little bit there on that play, the board and the bucket.
And Greg, that'll put him in the good graces of that coaching staff, too. My goodness.
Kevin and Greg, hard work on the offensive glass always does that. His fans will remember the dunk, but the coaches love the rebound.
And Kobe, you look at the different styles and different approaches the teams employ. How much input did you have to say, hey, this is what I'm seeing, this is how I think we should play?
Yeah, well, that was the beauty about Phil's system. The triangle was that the players had to take the responsibility of making it what it was. Right? He gave us a format to play out of, and he gave us the structure. But within that structure, you have a myriad of options.
Right.
And it's our responsibility, it was Michael's and Scotty's responsibility, to figure out how to put Luke Longley, how to put Derek Fisher in the right spot on the floor to take advantage of the defense that you're facing.
Sounds complicated.
No, but when you look at it, like the triangle, it spells things out very simplistically because you have rules.
Right.
When you have rules, then it's very easy to say, okay, when this happens, this happens. When that happens, this happens, right? So it makes the game very, very easy to measure. And so things don't happen on accident, right? They happen with intent.
Payton gets the bucket.
Really like seeing Payton operate inside. Showing once again that he's got the total package.
Rondo kicks to Beasley. And there's a minute 45 left here in the first quarter. 6 on the shot clock. Good work there as it goes.
What about those dribble moves from Ingram? Really good at carving his way through whatever the defense throws his way.
Payton outside. Draws contact on the shot, and now a three-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
He has a little bit of trickeration with that one. Gets that one to go against the limb.
Trickeration. I like that, partner. That's pretty strong word creation. And you've got to be creative, though, whether you're commentating or hooping, especially when you're going inside.
free throw off from Payton.
The reason Payton has a promising future in this league is because he's a stat sheet stuffer. He does it all.
Clark, that's good.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
New Orleans has gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Payton against Rondo. Payton kicks to Miller. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back. Miller's got himself on the board with 3 there.
Okay, we got a nice little back and forth going here.
Yeah, and I like it. I love seeing that. It's a lot of fun when that happens. These teams are going at each other from the outside.
Now, here is Miller. Outside Hill. Second chance shot. Here's Okafor. And out of bounds as Los Angeles gains possession. .32 seconds left to play in the first quarter. To the wing on the left. Ball stolen. Clark finds Hill. Here's Miller. Now Payton. Covered by Beasley. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. It goes on Brandon Ingram.
Kevin, at 6'3", Payton has good size for a point guard, and he uses that size to draw fouls.
The Pelicans have gone 3 of 4 at the free throw line tonight.
And I think this is a strength of this team. Solid numbers at the line across the board, 77% collectively.
You know, I know that's an aspect they've been trying to address as a team. I mean, they've got to get those free throw numbers up and improve.
And the first one drops. And both free throws good for Payton. 12 seconds left in the first. Now here's Rondo. It's Ingram on the wing. Over Miller. And it hung on the rim, but wouldn't fall for him. Anthony Davis firing on all cylinders for New Orleans. He notched 8 points in the quarter and has that terrific basketball instinct on display. We'll get right back to the action when we return. Well, you see a lot of players who pick up a controller and fire up NBA 2K, thank goodness, including the king himself, LeBron James.
I play 2K all the time. Seriously, when I'm playing the game, I'm putting certain lineups on the court that I see could actually help us in real life, which is very weird.
Always experimenting, always keeping his mind engaged, Greg, with basketball.
And that's who Bron is. He lives, breathes, and eats basketball.
And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from New Orleans?
I mean, a solid first quarter, especially looking at that plus turnover ratio.
Yeah, everything is sharp. I mean, nothing forced, precise passes, taking care of the ball. That's good stuff.
Beasley is out there with Ivica Zubac. Then it's Ball. Then it's Brandon Ingram. And it's Hart in at the 2. That's who's in the game for the Lakers. And that Unleash Chaos replay presented by Under Armour. Hover Havoc, giving us a chance to relive that exciting play. All right, let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, of course, there's no shortage of storylines in Los Angeles. Now, last season, some people thought that Lakers coach Luke Walton had lost his players, and the front office seemed slow to come to his defense. Now, Walton was a high-profile hire from Golden State in 2016, and you wonder if the Lakers will remain committed to their young coach if they can't start winning more regularly. Kevin?
All right, David, thank you. First free throw is good. And they say the capacity for work is one of the great indicators for an NBA prospect. That motivation. Kobe, I can't believe you had a lot of trouble being motivated, knowing the way you are, the way you're wired.
Well, you just got to find what makes you tick.
Right.
Right? And sometimes it's harder for players to look internally and figure out what that is. And so as coaches or teachers or parents, it's our responsibility to find what that is in our children or players or students and bring it out of them.
Well said.
I'll tell you what, coming straight to the NBA after just 1 year at Duke, Okafor making an immediate impact in the NBA.
New Orleans leading by 3. Outside Holiday. Kicks it to Clark. Launches a 3. And again, no good by New Orleans. Down low. Here's Ingram. That falls. Nice feed that time from Ball. Ingram's got his second bucket tonight.
Gotta like seeing Ingram get going down underneath the rim. Just another dimension of his game that he continues to develop.
Now here is Holiday. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. Pass to Clark. The 3. It's hauled in by Zubac. Zubac has got rebound number 5 here tonight. Here's Ball. A miss that time. Would have put him up. The Pelicans have gotten only one of their first 4 shots in the second quarter to drop. Miller, the pass to Holiday. Here's Clark. Okafor, high post. Miller outside. Just 4 to shoot. Unloads from 13. And the rejection by Zubac. Ingram wide open. And again, it's the Lakers. In a moment here to take a look at some hustle stats for Los Angeles.
Well, in the first half of play, they're closing out aggressively, blocking shots, a key indicator of their activity on the defensive side.
Another big aspect of their game tonight has been the fast break, transition opportunity. They're really keeping it up-tempo so far. Excellent timing by Okafor. He really bounced up and finished that alley-oop with real flavor and flair that time.
Now, here's Stevenson. He's averaging around 5.5 points a game. And it's Ingram missing. And so he'll bring it up for the New Orleans Pelicans. After this one, they're off to Sacramento to take on the Kings. That is game 3 of this 4-game trip. Ball against Holiday. Here's Okafor. Hill trying to break free. Okafor gets the bucket. And now a 3-point Pelican lead. Kobe, the NBA right now is trying to spread this game worldwide, even more so by developing basketball academies. But is enough being done, in your opinion, to develop players right here in the United States?
No. You shouldn't have players that can't shoot free throws.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, you shouldn't have players that can't shoot.
We seem to talk about that a lot.
It doesn't make any sense. It doesn't make any sense. Like, at what point when you're starting out playing basketball at the age of 10, 12, does a coach not say, come here, son, let me teach you how to shoot? How does that not happen? Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? And I think it's just, coaches see a player that's extremely athletic. He's bigger than all the other 13-year-olds. He runs faster. He can dunk at 13. But the coach is like, just do that because we want to win today's game. Just dominate him. Just dunk. And you wind up hurting the kid.
Right.
As opposed to taking your time to develop their game and help them be well-rounded.
And Los Angeles with some changes. JaVale McGee's checked in for Zubac. Kyle Kuzma comes in for Michael Beasley. And James subbed in for Ingram. A big group substitution here for New Orleans. Julius Randle's checked in for Okafor. Anthony Davis comes in for Hill. Mirotic is checked in for Miller. And Moore subbed in for Ian Clark. And Kobe, you talk about that skill development for young players. A lot of it would seem, falling on to AAU coaches.
Yeah, sure. I'm not a big fan of AAU in the way it's currently structured.
A lot of people aren't.
Yeah, I'm not a big fan of it at all. And I think we need to get back to teaching the game, patiently teaching the game. You're not going to learn all aspects of the game in 1 year, 2 years, but you have to have a plan. And, year to year, add things to your game.
And an important part of every team's game, a look at the hustle stats for the Pelicans.
They've come out in attack mode on the defensive end. They've applied pressure and forcing turnovers.
The other thing they've had going for them tonight is working hard on the offensive glass. They've had a number of putbacks.
New Orleans has gone 1 of 4 from 3-point range in the second. Not a whole lot dropping out there for them. And Holiday kicks to Randall. And here's Moore outside. Drains it from beyond the arc. Moore's got 8 points.
And I don't care how far from the bucket he is. You've got to have a man on him. He's just too good from deep.
Now here's Ball. 9-point game his last outing. 6 to shoot. From beyond the arc. The rebound by Holiday. New Orleans leading by 4. He kicks it to Moore. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. And these are his second and third free throws tonight.
2 shots.
He misses the free throw.
And they've had their difficulties from the line here in the second. Could extend their lead if they just make some more free throws.
Los Angeles making a switch here. Caldwell Pope's checked in. And he can't hit the second. Lakers trail by 4. Here's LeBron. 2 points. That one goes. 12 points for him.
Man, you got to respect and appreciate how polished LeBron is inside. I mean, he really excels at creating opportunities for himself close to the rim.
Now here's Davis. And Davis throws it down.
Nice dime drop there from Holiday. Excellent awareness.
LeBron outside. To the left side wing. Pass to Caldwell Pope. Lays it up off the glass. Caldwell Pope's got his first points of the night.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash mouth physical basketball, guys.
Now here's Moore. 8 points for him. Now the pass to Mirotic. Over James. Mirotic's shot is off.
And a nice job of utilizing his body to get around the defender, but that's just a tough one to knock down consistently.
Here's Randall. 17 points for him last game against Milwaukee.
And we have to mention his rebounding. It wasn't all about the offense. He battled his tail off down low.
And there it is for him. Randall's got his second basket of the night.
The relentlessness of Randall, R-squared, taking on all comers.
James, the pass to Kuzma. And it's Ball in the corner. The feed to McGee. That shot is off. And New Orleans will go the other way with it. This game coming after a loss against the Bucks.
Yeah, and in a hostile environment, they did not rise to the occasion, especially on the defensive side.
Yeah, there was no shine on that effort. Really lackluster. Their D was nowhere to be found.
Caldwell Pope kicks to Kuzma. Drains the 19-footer. Kuzma's got 8.
The timing, the rhythm. Kuzma really does a nice job catching the defense off guard with those catch-and-shoot jumpers.
Now here is Holiday. He has been a nice option for them offensively, and he's averaging more than 17 points a game.
And already his third foul. It's got to be time to get him out of there probably until the third quarter.
Rajon Rondo's checked in for Ball. And the Pelicans also making a change. Payton's checked in. Mirotic against James. Outside Mirotic. No good on the 3. The Lakers trail. Kuzma kicks to James. Caldwell Pope outside. That doesn't go in. Had a chance, though, to take the lead. Mirotic dishes to Payton. Outside, Davis. Shoots over Kuzma. And Davis can't get it to go. Los Angeles has gone 1 of 4 from three-point range in the second. Not a whole lot dropping out there for them. The Pelicans have gone 7 of 14 in the second quarter, shooting to the tune of 50%. Randall, and it's denied.
Upping his intensity on the defensive end. Love to see that. Kuzma uses his length and athleticism to challenge and alter shots. Always enjoy solid, good passing. Easily setting up his teammate. Does not get any easier than that.
And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. That one on Davis.
Yeah, way to play in attack mode and get to the line.
And, you know, the defense gets their money's worth on that foul, stopping the layup and not giving up the and one.
The Lakers have shot 2 free throws, and they're 1 of 2 so far.
And 74% has been the mark for them on the season thus far.
And guys, that's really an upgrade over how they shot last season. Not a huge upgrade, but an upgrade nonetheless.
And the first one drops.
Kyle Kuzma is a guy who burst on the scene during his rookie year and is a fun player to watch. He's a guy that really has an outstanding all-around game.
Hart, he's checked in for the Lakers. And good on the second, so he makes them both. Now Moore. He's got 11. Outside Mirotic. Shot clock at 5. Here's Moore. Good. Moore's got 8 here in the quarter.
Yeah, he's building off that strong first quarter, Kevin. Rising up and hitting shots with confidence.
Pass to Caldwell Pope. Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
I think Caldwell Pope has done a nice job developing into a legit deep ball threat.
Payton finds Davis. Inside. Here's Randall. Pass to Mirotic. No one near Payton as he lets it go. A three-pointer off the mark.
Boy, awful defending, really. But in the end, they dodged a bullet. They can't let shooters get clean looks from outside, though.
And James makes scoring look so effortless. Once he kicks it into gear, there's not much you can do to stop it.
Here's Davis. Following the basket by LeBron James. And there's the call on James. That is his first foul of the game. And the Lakers making a change here. Zubats is checked in, and New Orleans also making a change. Solomon Hill is checked in for Mirotic. There's 1:54 left here in the second. Randall passes to Payton. Dishes to Davis. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Count it. Davis has got 12.
Boy, I really like the way he's stroking the ball. I mean, knocking down a bunch of his shots and really being efficient.
James kicks to Hart. Back to James. It's tipped. Lays it up off the glass. LeBron's got the game tied up here for the Lakers.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
I'd like to give a big thank you once again to Kobe Bryant for coming by, and feel free anytime to drop by and join our broadcast.
No, thank you, man. It's been wonderful. Thank you for having me.
And you know, Clark, thinking back on Kobe's legacy to the Lakers and how great of an impact he had in that team, very few players have that kind of relationship with a franchise.
And you know, Kevin, with free agency, it's getting more and more rare for a player to spend their entire career with one team as Kobe did with the Lakers. I have a special place in my heart for those kind of guys, a one franchise superstar. And not to begrudge guys for going elsewhere and playing for multiple teams, but it does certainly make it a little more special when you see guys the ilk of Kobe play with only one team.
Here's Caldwell Pope following the basket by Julius Randle. count the basket. And that's 18 points for LeBron.
Defensively, this is what you know. He's coming off a hot game and looking to keep it rolling.
As well he should, Greg. I mean, he always is looking to score the ball, even more so when he's hot. I like the mindset.
Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Payton kicks to Davis. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
Davis is really the total package, a mobile, sharp-shooting big guy who can score from everywhere.
And he's got his first free throw of the game. And that one falls for Anthony Davis. So it's both teams making substitutions here. And both free throws good for Davis.
Boy, he's got a great stroke from the line. That's not something we can say about all the league's big guys.
And some good action through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. New Orleans on top. They lead by 2. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thank you, Kevin. Here with Alvin Gentry. Coach, you're leading at the half. What will you continue to emphasize to your team?
Well, I mean, defensively, we still have to be good. We got to rebound the basketball. And then we've got to continue to push the basketball and score offensively.
We'll see if you can keep that going in the second half, Coach. Thanks. Back to you.
Thank you, David, for that interview. And we'll see you back here after the break for third quarter basketball.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, folks, welcome back. Ernie Johnson alongside the Jet. That's Kenny Smith. The Diesel. That's Shaquille O'Neal. A lot of big-time action so far in this one. It was a big-time first quarter from Anthony Davis. He had 14 points, 4 rebounds, and 1 steal. Kenny, your thoughts, how the Pelicans are playing?
Well, one place they had the edge was on the offensive boards. They converted those extra possessions into points. Nothing is more demoralizing to a defense than forcing a miss and then giving up a second attempt. The offensive glass is going to pay big dividends for them.
Shaq, what was your takeaway on the Lakers?
Well, as we know, it's always a good idea to pound the ball into the paint. So many defensive game plans are focused just on stopping the 3. When you hurt a team down low, they got to react. That allows you to play inside out. Trust me, I have the blueprint. I own the blueprint. I created the blueprint. Inside, kick it back out, shoot the 3. Rick Fox, B. Shaw, and big shot, bomb for 3. The crowd go crazy. I know you remember that, Ernie.
And that's a wrap. With the third quarter approaching, we now send you back to Kevin and the crew.
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. You look at James, what a contribution.
And through the first 2 quarters, he was extremely aggressive, picked up a number of steals.
Yeah, a real game changer in that regard, too. I mean, his activity was great. Excelled at finding ways to come up with those steals.
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. So for New Orleans right now, Holiday and Moore, the guards. Davis is out there with Randall, and it's Mirotic in at the 3 slot.
How about the leaping ability of Davis? Easily gets off the ground to throw it down, and he's a quick jumper and decision maker.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to David Aldridge.
Well, guys, Kyle Kuzma had a tough upbringing in Flint, Michigan. He said they had the recession, lead in the water. It was like an urban war zone. We probably moved 14 times before I was 16. Basketball was my key. And his drive to succeed in the NBA was born of a desire to escape that environment. Kevin?
A tremendous work ethic, David. Thank you.
And last season, not a beat missed for KCP. Even after switching teams, he played his same brand of defense. Unfortunately, the lack of bite shooting the ball stayed the same as well. That's an area he's got to improve.
And love the awareness there from James. Just terrific at pushing it down the floor and then finishing with style.
Holiday against Ball. Moore outside. Kicks to Randall. And Mirotic has it in the corner. Gets the three-pointer to fall. And the Pelicans lead by 2. And Clark, for KCP, you play him for the defense and just hope he helps you out on the offensive side in some way.
Well, you know, he's never been an efficient scorer, Kevin, but you don't need him to be. I mean, the steals are always going to be there, and he's a nuisance on that end of the floor and can guard just about any perimeter position. He's also improved his rebounding, which allows him to help in a lot of ways. So this guy defensively on the glass, he's a winner and a keeper.
Randall with the bucket.
That's 3 of 4 here to start the half.
And here's James. He'll bring it up for Los Angeles. It's a 1-point game. Next up on the schedule, the Grizzlies. That'll be a home game. That'll be the latter half of this 2-game homestand. Now, here's Caldwell Pope. 11 points in the game. That's good. Basket number 5 on a 5-for-8 night shooting.
Well, it's been a great start for this offense here in the second half. 4 for 4.
And Holiday kicks to Mirotic. McGee against Randall. Here's Moore. 6 for 6. He's yet to miss from the field.
A nice start to the second half. Just 1 miss in their first 5 attempts.
Lakers have gone 4 for 4 from the field since the halftime break. Terrific start to the third quarter. Ball against Holiday. Here's McGee. Caldwell Pope trying to break free. McGee's shot is off.
But only the first miss of the second half. They've come out here with authority.
Holiday finds Randall. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
You know, Julius Randle is a young power forward, a little undersized for that position, but fairly dependable. Good movement when he gets to the basket, and he knows how to finish inside. Surprised his rookie option wasn't picked up, but he made the best of it in free agency.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
That free throw good from Randall. And for Randall, a free agent this past summer, it seems he never felt truly wanted by the team that drafted him.
Well, you know, he's dealt with injuries early in his career and a lot of trade rumors, which can affect a young player in a negative way. I think he's still shown solid improvement in his first handful of years in the league. And again, you've got to recall and remember how young some of these guys are. Even when they've been in the league 4, 5, 6 years, some of these guys are like 22, 23 years old. And that's still not enough time for them to fully mature as players.
Now here's James. He's got 20. No good on the 3.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
And last season, a bit of a breakout one for Mirotic. Saw a huge jump in his production and shot a career best from the floor. Across the board, he was a completely changed player despite what was a turbulent season.
Shooting 2.
First one falls for him. And with Mirotic, Greg, as you alluded, his year last year had a lot of ups and downs.
You know, he missed a good stretch of the season with that broken jaw from the fight he had with a teammate, and then the trade demands to get out of Chicago shortly after coming back. And despite all this, his defense and rebounding were dramatically improved and really a key contributor on offense.
In the NBA, Clark, great offense sometimes overcomes great defense. The fadeaway jumper, an example of one of the more unstoppable shots players make.
Yeah, I agree with you. I mean, you think of guys like Dirk Nowitzki, LeBron James. Dirk's was so unorthodox, and at his size, just impossible to get to his shot when he stepped away from you. And LeBron has mastered it with his athleticism and strength. I mean, he'll fade away and fade 8-10 feet away from you and still get that shot off. So those two guys, I mean, if you're talking about major fadeaways currently in the last decade, I don't think you could find anybody that would top them.
He misses the free throw. LeBron signing a 4-year deal with the Lakers. Greg, many speculated it might happen, but it was still a shock to many.
It makes sense from LeBron's standpoint. Son plays in L.A. for high school. LeBron has a lot of business interests as well. And also what's interesting is that when LeBron's contract ends, his son could potentially be coming into the NBA as a rookie.
He hits the second from the line. The Lakers with LeBron wasted no time trying to surround him with free agent signings, Greg, to help round out the supporting cast.
Names came in rapid succession after LeBron committed. Caldwell Pope, Rondo, Stevenson all joined in short order. We'll see how far this team goes, but you cannot deny how interesting things have gotten with this roster.
And they double up James. McGee, the pass to Stevenson. And it's good for 2. Stevenson's got 5 now.
And you gotta love the big bucket in the paint in this sort of a grinded-out game.
Holiday up top, guarded by Kuzma. Holiday dishes to Davis. That counts. He's put up 13 shots, and he's had 8 of those go in. Lakers trail by 6. Ball kicks to Stevenson. Pass to LeBron. Shoots over Mirotic. And the shot no good, a bit short.
A slight advantage for them in the rebound department, but that oftentimes is all it takes.
Especially, Greg, when you're scoring the ball at a decent clip the way they have. I mean, they've done exactly what's necessary to take the lead.
New Orleans leading by 4. It's Davis on the wing. Shoots over Kuzma. And Davis can't get it to go.
Yeah, that's just poor decision-making. He's got to be better in those situations.
Greg, I just think he was in a hurry. He flat out rushed it. I mean, I don't know what he was thinking there. He actually was in a brain-neutral position.
The pass to Kuzma. To the middle. And the foul on Drew Holiday. That's foul number 2 for him. Kuzma kicks the ball. James, the pass to McGee. Good. Now just a 2-point New Orleans lead.
Yeah, heads-up aggressive play right there. Saw the smaller man on him and took it straight to the basket.
LeBron against Holiday. And it's off the back rim. No good.
And being that close to the hoop, I thought he had enough room to finish that one.
Kuzma, that's good.
Put that throttle down. Love seeing Kuzma on offense play with so much confidence.
Holiday surveying the floor. Davis against Kuzma. And finished off by Davis. As we approach the 4th quarter, still anyone's ball game.
Yeah, neither team able to create much of a cushion.
Here's LeBron, and foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. And Greg, what else is there to say about LeBron? One of the best to ever play the game.
I mean, he's been the face of the league for so long, and he's done a tremendous justice to that title. has always played with so many expectations and really has met every single one of them. It's a once-in-a-lifetime chance to see a guy like LeBron in the NBA, and he's truly been a generational talent.
And he makes the first.
And really, even at this stage of his career, James just seems ageless. He continues to dominate night in and night out.
And the Lakers making a change here. Ingram's checked in. New Orleans also making some changes. Okafor is checked in for Julius Randle. Miller comes in for Mirotic. And it's Elfrid Payton in for Ian Clark. He hits one and misses one each at the line. In NBA history, only a handful of rookies have averaged 20 points and 10 rebounds. And Clark, you were one of them.
Yeah, it's a point of pride for me. Obviously wasn't able to be part of a playoff team in the short time I played. Whoa! Talk about bringing it.
Just so resourceful as a player. Davis gets the job done inside in all sorts of ways, and that's one of them right there, crashing the offensive glass, getting that second chance bucket.
James kicks to Kuzma. Back to James. Got a piece of it. And it's Ingram missing.
And they haven't been able to turn it into a big lead, but their rebounding advantage is starting to add up.
Yeah, still close, but with their tough play on the boards, we're certainly seeing the effort.
Oh, such a field shot there, the floater.
And a chance now to catch up on some numbers here. The hustle stats for New Orleans.
Boy, their hounding, harassing effort at the defensive end, very impressive. And they forced quite a few turnovers as a result.
And also, their second chance points have been a story all night as well. That's just pure effort and hustle.
Catching up on the changes for Los Angeles, Michael Beasley. He's checked in for Kyle Kuzma. Josh Hart comes in for Lance Stevenson. Rajon Rondo is subbed in for Lonzo Ball. That's good from Payton. And Elfrid Payton, over his 4 seasons, developing one of the most distinctive hairstyles in the league.
You know, and I remember seeing some footage where his hair seemed to block his vision on a shot attempt. For a player who had struggled shooting the ball, many question whether a trim might be in order. We'll see.
Shots good by Miller.
Textbook, nice pass, great catch, even better finish.
Lakers trail by 8. James looking it over. He kicks to Beasley. Can they get it? Good, and the assist goes to James. James has got 4 assists now tonight.
And James is an all-around talent, a fantastic passer who actively looks to get his guys going.
Floats it up for Davis, and it's slammed in by Davis.
Oh, phenomenal alley-oop slam there.
They are taking advantage of a team that looks lost out there.
Boy, I tell you what, guys, this is really getting close to being real ugly.
Timeout called the Lakers. As the teams head into this timeout, a chance for the coaches now to map out some plays for the next few minutes and a chance for the players to rehydrate with some Gatorade. That's important if they want to make sure they don't wear down later in the game.
Absolutely. Over the course of a game, you have to stay hydrated.
Outside Rondo. Hart kicks to Beasley. And it's good, 2 points. Beasley's got 6 points.
He's doing his best to carry him, fellas, but he can only do so much. Things would be different for them if he was getting a little more help.
Payton against Beasley. To the inside, Davis. And it's slammed in by Davis.
Tremendous court awareness by Payton.
And here is Los Angeles now, trailing here by 8. Here's Hart, covered by Miller. Hart the pass to Beasley. Out to Ingram. 6 on the shot clock. Hart, that's good. Hart's got his second bucket of the night.
And he'll take it right into the teeth of the D without thinking twice about it.
Miller outside. There's the dish to Payton. Passes it to Okafor. Rondo against Payton. Buries it down low. Payton's got the lead up to 8 now for the Pelicans.
Hey, when it comes to taking the ball to the basket, Payton is lethal. His speed combined with his length make him incredibly difficult to stop.
And here we go with Miller running up the court. And that basket pushes the lead to double digits. And now it's a 10-point Pelican lead. Davis against James. He dishes it to Beasley. And it goes down 2 points. Beasley's got 6 in the quarter.
And that's how you move the basketball. Awesome passing leading to the bucket.
High post, Davis. That's in, coming off an assist from Payton. Payton's got 4 assists in the game.
And that's 10 straight points in the paint. The defense, nowhere to be found.
I think they've really got to start committing more bodies down low and really kind of close that area off defensively.
Beasley. Excellent D there from Okafor.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
And really a reflection of their superior effort level to this point. It seems to me they've gone after this win a little bit more.
Payton kicks to Okafor. 5 to shoot over Beasley. They blow the whistle just as he gets it off. That's 2 points with a chance for another one at the stripe.
Oh, they own the interior right now. 10 straight points coming from inside.
Well, constantly finding lanes to the basket, getting great looks inside.
Kentavious Caldwell-Pope, he's checked in for LeBron. Ejuan Moore, he's checked in for New Orleans.
One shot.
That one misses for Okafor. And Jahlil Okafor, the 3rd overall pick back in 2015, has had his ups and downs to the start of his career. But, Clark, he feels now he's on the right track.
Well, I think he recommitted himself to fitting in with the team and has been working harder than ever before. Sometimes disappointment can motivate you to greater levels of work and commitment. He was kind of a forgotten man in Philly. And now he realizes a second chance is with him, and he's trying to make the most of it.
Hill looking around. Back to Moore. Lets a floater go. He takes it up and lays it in. Moore's got 4 this quarter.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
And when you make 5 in a row in close like that, it also takes pressure off your perimeter guys, too.
It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Ingram against Hill. And it's Ingram missing.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
Payton finds Davis. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Davis has got 30.
And, got to admire the patience inside from Davis. Outstanding at staying under control, taking his time, and burying the quality shot.
And as we end the 3rd quarter, a double-digit deficit will make it tough to come back. Pelicans lead by 14. And coming up as soon as we return from break, the 4th quarter gets underway. Let's listen now to head coach Luke Walton review the game plan with his team.
We're doing a better job of making shots. Good job just playing ball out there. But on defense, they're swinging it where they want. A couple misses they did have, we didn't grab the rebound and made us pay for that.
Now up in the ante on the defensive end, Coach Walton pleading for it.
That and hitting the glass, Kevin, both things Coach wants more of.
And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the 4th quarter, but stranger things have happened. Rondo and Caldwell-Pope in the backcourt. Hart is out there with Ingram, and it's Beasley in at the 5 down low. That's the Laker 5. Here's Moore. Payton left side. Another shot. He feeds it to Okafor. Here's Mirotic. Another one falls for New Orleans.
Hard to imagine them losing this game if they can keep shooting like that.
Not many empty trips for this group. It seems everything's falling for them this half.
Payton against Rondo. It's stolen by Davis. Pushing it up. Shoots over Ingram. And it's Davis missing.
And low percentage look on that one. Not sure what he was thinking.
I agree with you. Not a good shot, not good offense. They can get a much better look than that, but they're going to need to be patient to do so.
Payton up top. He's covered by Rondo. Here's Davis. And the layup falls. Davis has got 32 points.
They're consistently finding ways to get the ball inside and taking full advantage.
Pretty clear. It's smash mouth basketball. Pound that thing inside.
Los Angeles calls timeout.
The former Blue Devil, Brandon Ingram, was taken second overall back in 16, was deemed as untouchable by his front office as they rebuilt the roster. He's a big part of what the Lakers want to do over the next few years.
And Los Angeles with some changes. JaVale McGee's checked in for Beasley. Kyle Kuzma comes in for Josh Hart. And Ball subbed in for Rajon Rondo. New Orleans also making some changes. Julius Randle comes in for Okafor. And it's Holiday in for Payton. Just over a minute and a half played here in the fourth. And it's McGee with the jam.
And when Ball has the ball, it's in good hands. He can run the offense, no doubt.
And it was Magic Johnson, Greg, who said Ingram is untouchable. Also feels Ingram can be an elite scorer.
Yeah, I mean, Ingram certainly has the makeup and skills to be a first option on offense. And when he heard of how highly Magic thought of him, it made Ingram want to work even harder. You can certainly see the huge leaps he's made as a scorer since Magic kind of gave him that vote of confidence.
Knocks it loose. Randle kicks to Mirotic. On the wing, Davis. Back to Mirotic. 4 on the clock. Outside Holiday. A rebound by the Lakers. Kuzma's got his 7th rebound here tonight.
And thus far, they've managed to overcome an off game from him offensively.
Ball with a wide open look. And again, Los Angeles with the triple.
How about the passing? They are moving the ball without any thought, without any individual agendas.
Yeah, and it's really fun to see that kind of unselfishness. Really hard not to appreciate all the assists they've racked up.
And Randle throws it down.
Such an exciting young player. Randle flexing his muscles there.
Lakers trail by 11. Here's Ball. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. That one is on Holiday.
Wasn't the easiest of rookie years last season for Lonzo Ball. Came in with a lot of hype and high expectations. Yet, you've got to keep big picture in mind. Overall, a solid start to his career, and he showed why he is viewed as such a promising prospect. Can't give up on this kid yet.
No good on that one. And Clark, of course, with Ball, so much attention is paid to him because of all these outside distractions.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, he came in with a huge amount of scrutiny. Played at UCLA from California, highly touted. Quite impressive that he handled himself the way he did with that kind of media scrutiny. He's got the ability, though, I think, to be an outstanding playmaker as he develops in this league.
And he can't get the second one to drop either. Coming up empty that time.
You know, you look at Ball's size and speed and confidence, very impressive. An exciting prospect who I think has an all-star future.
The shot by Holiday, no good.
He's still looking for his first three-pointer of the second half after making just one in the first.
It's Davis on the wing. Guarded by Kuzma. And it's Davis missing. Lakers trail by 11. Ingram kicks to Ball. softly drops in the floater.
And Ball has so much confidence on this floater in addition to a nice touch with it, so that makes it really hard to deal with.
Holiday with it, now guarded by Ball. Randall passes to Moore. McGee with the block. Kuzma against Davis. Here's Ball. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. New Orleans leading by 9. Knocked loose. Stolen by Ball. Goes up. And Ball slams it in.
Hey, you got to give Ball credit, Kevin. I mean, he's very good at using his length to poke balls away.
And so Holiday will bring it up for New Orleans. Now a timeout called by New Orleans. Well, there's a ton to talk about Lonzo Ball, but if you focus just on what he brings to an offense, there's a lot to like.
Yeah, I mean, he just sees so much on the floor. I mean, he sees all the cuts and angles, both offensively and defensively. And we know his shot will be a work in progress, but it showed some improvement in consistency the second half of last year. And for all the circus that can surround Ball off the court, you forget that he is already an elite playmaker in the NBA.
And on our sideline, our reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin. Well, look, here's what Alvin Gentry told his team during the break. He gave them props for their defense. He said, the defense has been outstanding. Keep pressuring them, forcing turnovers, and we can win this one, guys.
Outside Holiday. And the call will be against Lonzo Ball. That's his 4th foul of the contest. Got a piece of it. Lakers on D. So far in the 4th quarter, they've allowed just 6 points. Stolen by Ball.
Seems to me as though he's lost his way a little bit in the second half. He'd been turnover free before the break. That's certainly not the case anymore.
And here's Los Angeles. They're on a 13-4 run right now. Kuzma kicks to McGee. Back to Kuzma. And oh, he blocked it and deflects off the backboard. The shot's good from McGee.
And now you see them starting to really work the ball inside.
And the call will be against Lonzo Ball. That's his 5th foul.
Well, one more and that's it. He'll be DQ'd, disqualified. He's got to be able to defend without picking up that last disqualifying foul.
LeBron, he's checked in for Ingram. Some nice passing here by New Orleans. The putback, it's good on the putback. And the Pelicans lead by 7.
You know, we talk about it all the time, guys. Those second chance buckets, always the result of that extra effort.
Here's LeBron. Shoots over Mirotic. LeBron, good. James has got 24.
And he has the chops for this, raising the intensity when it matters most.
Yeah, he's really calm in these situations. Simply takes his time in tight spots. You got to be patient, and he is playing to his strengths.
Kuzma passes the ball. Caldwell Pope outside. 5 to shoot. LeBron kicks to Kuzma. And the rebound goes to the Pelicans. Moore's got 4 rebounds now tonight, and it's Kentavious Caldwell Pope with the foul. That'll be his 2nd foul of the game. Shot from the inbound. McGee with the block, and he gets it back. Here are the Lakers with the ball. They're on a 17-6 run. It's good, and the New Orleans lead is cut down now to just 2 on the basket from Kuzma.
Boy, Kuzma, superb at finding space along the perimeter and shooting the ball with confidence, and he's got great range, too.
Holiday attacking. Count that bucket.
Resplendent release on the floater. When executed correctly, it's a beautiful, effective shot.
LA has gone 2 of 3 in the 4th quarter from long range. Good shooting so far. Slammed home, and he draws the foul. A chance for another point at the free throw line. That one on Davis.
Kuzma not only has great skill, but his balance is so good. Even when he gets bumped around, he still finds a way to score.
And no doubt that the steal of the 2017 draft was Kyle Kuzma, taken 27th overall.
Hey, people get all hung up about where guys are drafted and how they end up playing either below or above their draft position. Hey, this thing is more art than science. We've seen it for decades. Guys fall, guys rise, and then production isn't commensurate with where they were drafted. Hey, more art than science. And Kuzma is a big-time baller. He just happened to be drafted later than he should have been.
And what a draft day steal for the Lakers, who were able to get Kyle Kuzma, who had been drafted 27th overall.
Yeah, Kuzma came into the league far more polished than anyone expected, and you have to credit the young man's hard work and how he was able to make such a big splash that rookie year. And with how hard he works, Kuzma is going to be an impactful player in this league for a long time.
Unloads from 13. LeBron can't get it to go. Pelicans leading by 3. Kick out to Moore. Ball against Holiday. Back to Davis. Three-pointer. And Drew Holiday. The bucket on the assist by Davis. Davis has got his 3rd assist on the night. They've shared the load offensively.
And guys, they put the defense on their heels. You can see right now they're trying to react, and that's what you want when you're in a rhythm offensively.
And Mirotic kicks to Moore. Clock at 6. Stolen by Caldwell Pope. And pushing it up. Here's Los Angeles. Ball, the pass to McGee. LeBron against Mirotic. 6 to shoot. McGee dishes the ball. Over Holiday. And the Lakers with another miss. And so it's Rendell bringing it up now for New Orleans. At one point, they led by 16. And James throws it down hard.
And there's no question that James is one of the best dunkers ever. A forceful finisher who loves showing off his athleticism.
And there's the call on James. That's his 3rd foul of the game. Payton, he's checked in for Drew Holiday. Davis finds Mirotic. Looking for Payton. He gets it there. 5 to shoot. New Orleans needs to get off a shot. Mirotic's shot is off.
Just not there from a rhythm standpoint right now. It's really eluding him.
And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line. So it'll be Lonzo Ball shooting. It's on Elfrid Payton.
One shot.
On the free throw, no good. New Orleans in the lead. Randall down low, guarded by McGee.
And that layup is usually going in, especially when the defense is as lazy as that.
Yep, that one goes.
Kyle Kuzma, a man you can trust in the clutch. Big spots, big shots.
New Orleans has gone into a funk from downtown in the 4th. Only one of their 5 3-pointers has found the bottom of the bucket. And again, New Orleans has no luck to take the lead. That falls. Nice feed that time from Ball. Kuzma's got 10 points in the quarter.
And you've got to give them a lot of credit for just battling back into this game.
Extremely impressive was the rally they made. I mean, we'll see how much their comeback might have taken out of them, and we'll see if they can keep that foot on the pedal now.
Los Angeles has gone 2 of 3 in the 4th quarter from long range. Good shooting so far. He clangs that one off the back iron, and down it falls. And it's a 4-point Los Angeles lead. Now a timeout called by New Orleans. They trail by 4. 1:41 left in the fourth quarter. And now we've got a moment for our Jordan Player of the Game, Kyle Kuzma.
And guys, no doubt who our pick was going to be. He's made everyone else on the court look like they're playing at half speed. It's been total domination, and you can't help but just sit back and admire that performance.
To the middle, and stolen by Kuzma. Feeds it to James, and finished off by LeBron.
Chemistry at its best. An unreal alley-oop.
Yeah, you're right. The pass, the catch, the dunk, all of it perfect.
And it all had to be, Kevin, because that's not nearly as easy as they made it appear.
Shot is good, and the Los Angeles leads cut down to just 4 points in the bucket from Davis.
As dangerous as he is inside, Davis gives opponents nightmares when he's able to get to the mid-range. He's very reliable when he steps back and takes the jump shot.
Well, for New Orleans, shooting has been great, up over 50%. In fact, 52%.
And he has to take that long, slow walk back to the bench here. He'll watch the rest of this one from the sideline.
Rajon Rondo's checked in for the Lakers. And guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for Los Angeles?
They keep piling up the assists, and they haven't cooled off at all.
It's been a hot shooting night for them, too. I mean, they've hit a lot of those mid-range jump shots.
Gets the first, and that narrows the lead down to just 3. And both free throws good for Davis.
He's really the guy you want on the stripe in that situation. I mean, there's no doubt about it. He's clutch.
There's 57 seconds left to play here in the fourth. And here's the fast break. Randall leading it all the way. Yes! A huge shot to tie it up.
Now, that is cold-blooded.
Indeed it is. Love seeing him deliver when they need him most. No fear taking these shots. I love it.
And so Luke Walton decides to call timeout. There's 48 seconds left in the game. Rondo, it's good.
Well, Rondo has just been stupendous.
And here's Payton. He'll bring it up for the New Orleans Pelicans. Pass to Davis. Rebound the Lakers.
They came close there to tying it up.
Yeah, you know, and after the way they fought back into it here in the fourth, that would have been a big bucket for them.
The 8-footer, the feed to Moore, and Mirotic has it in the corner. Here's Randall, and 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
Plays with nice force. I mean, Randall heading to the line now.
Take a break. 2 shots.
Good on the first, and that narrows the gap to 1.
After playing just 1 season of college basketball, Randall entering the NBA with much fanfare. Trying to live up to that lofty billing now.
Can't knock it down, and they really needed that one. And they go to the intentional foul.
And you know what? Smart foul. You got to try and extend the game.
Sure. It's not over. The clock is as much a problem for them as the score is right now, so they've got to try to manage it.
At the line for 2.
And that hurts as he doesn't get the first one to fall. Trying to focus now on the second. And the second of 2 is good. That will put them up by 2. Now a timeout called by New Orleans. They're behind by 2. There's 14 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Guys, what do you think?
You know what? You can go for the 3 to win or the 2 to tie. What's your choice in a situation like this?
Well, I don't think you set that decision in stone and anchor it in this timeout. You see how things play out. You're going to try to get a good, quick shot. And if it's a good 3 with a good shooter, let it fly. If it's something in the paint, then you take that. But it's about being a good, quick shot in this situation.
Davis. Oh, wow, a huge basket to tie the game.
What a move. He saw a window on the other side of the rim and whipped it around for the immaculate reverse.
And the Lakers call time here. Here's Kuzma. Oh, and a chance to win the game, but the last second shot is offline. And that's going to do it for regulation. So we are headed to overtime. Live from the Staples Center, you're watching 2K Sports. Glad to have you with us as we get going in overtime. Neither team giving an inch in this one.
Ready, gentlemen? Ready?
So the Lakers win the tip. And away we go here with post-regulation basketball. Courtesy of Gatorade. All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineup for us now in overtime. So the Lakers 5 right now. LeBron and Kuzma make up the forwards. Rondo and Caldwell Pope in the backcourt. And it's McGee in at the center position.
And he has just been in a flow offensively. Terrific game. He has been the X factor.
Payton against James. And he can't bank that one in. The Lakers in the lead. Here's Kuzma. Mirotic grabs the miss.
And low percentage look on that one. Not sure what he was thinking.
I agree with you. Not a good shot, not good offense. They can get a much better look than that, but they're going to need to be patient to do so.
James in the post. Mirotic is there. James misses. The Pelicans shooting 51% from the field. They'll take that. Here's Randall. Rebounded by McGee. McGee's got double-digit rebounds now in the game. And he gets the friendly spin, and that one drops. 32 points for LeBron.
From that in-between range, they've been the much better team.
Well, when you knock down jumpers like that, it opens everything else up as well.
Payton kicks to Moore. Trying to find Davis. He's got it now. Shoots over Kuzma. And again, New Orleans has no luck. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. Julius Randle picks one up.
You know, when Kuzma plays with that kind of tenacity, he's going to make defenders foul him. He's a real force in this league, folks.
Taking 2 shots.
Shooting 2, gentlemen.
Free throw good. Kuzma. And the Lakers making a change here. Stevenson's checked in. He hits both from the stripe. Just over a minute and a half played here in overtime. Payton kicks to Davis. That's good. And it's Payton with the assist. Davis has got 44.
And you know what? He's really been one of the few bright spots for them, trying to will this team to victory.
Pass to James. Out of bounds, New Orleans will take possession. And so here is New Orleans. And here is Payton to the middle. Here's Randall. Nails the baby hook.
Calm when it counts. Randall has that clutch DNA.
Lakers have gone 2 of 4 on their shots here in overtime. Payton against Stevenson. Shot clock at 6. To the paint. And it's McGee with the jam.
And he shows us all what the breakaway rim was invented for.
Can you believe he almost brought the whole thing down by hanging on that long?
Boy, that was a great dunk, and we've got a great game here.
Here's Davis, and the layup falls. Davis has got 4 points in the quarter.
And guys on defense gasping for air at this point.
Well, I tell you what, Greg, what can they do? I mean, nobody can miss a shot. I mean, these guys are bringing it on offense right now.
The bucket is good. He'll have a chance for one more. It's going to go on Nikola Mirotic. Free throw good, LeBron.
Now they're going for the jugular. A few more trips like that, and we might be able to see this one in the books.
Payton passes to Davis. The shot from the low post is good. Davis has got 48.
And he's really made the most of his opportunities today. I mean, he needs to keep working for those kinds of looks.
They get the rebound. James kicks to McGee. Second chance shot. Good, and the assist goes to James. And the Lakers lead by 5. We're now over 3.5 minutes through this overtime period. Now the pass to Davis. Knocked away. Inside. Kick out to Moore. Stevenson against Payton. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Passes it to Mirotic. Trying to get open is Randall. And the Pelicans get it back. Davis. And it's slammed in by Davis.
And that's an example of willpower right there, guys. I mean, grabbing the offensive rebound and then going back up strong.
And GA, in a close game like this where every possession is critical, that could prove to be a very big one.
Boy, it sure could, Kevin. I mean, he salvaged 2 big points for them off that miss. Kyle Kuzma showing you the killer instinct, which oftentimes is really special, showing you how valuable he is.
Now a timeout called by New Orleans. They're trailing by 5. 44 seconds left in overtime. Drew Holiday, he's checked in for New Orleans. And so it's New Orleans with it. It's a 5-point game.
And he's an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
He is, and he picks the simple one-hand stuff to get the 2 points.
Hey, guys, I know I'm stating the obvious here, but those could be an important 2 points considering how close this game is.
So the first one drops, and that gives them a 4-point cushion. And he hits both free throws here. So now it's a 5-point game.
And those free throws will mean a ton now. It makes it a 2-possession game. Time working against them here.
It sure is, and with such short time, it'll be really hard for them to catch up.
He got it again. Sensational.
And he's been dominant here thus far.
Shouldering the offense, GA really taking it to the opposition. And so they choose to intentionally foul. First free throw is good, and that gives them a 4-point cushion. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 5-point game. Now a timeout called by New Orleans. They're trailing by 5. We've got 22 seconds left in the first overtime. Action has been terrific. Here's Holiday. Outside Mirotic. Misses the 3.
And extending the D there, putting a lot of pressure on the shooter.
You're exactly right. Patrolling the perimeter well and didn't allow the shooter to get off a clean look. That's what you would call A+ defense.
Good on the first, and that increases their lead to 6. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 7-point game. Here's Holiday.
And they've been a different team here in overtime. They just seem to have lost their energy. And doesn't he just have a nose, a knack for the basketball? He is by far their best rebounder.
Well, he has been today, no doubt about that. His effort's been unbelievable.
And so Los Angeles takes the win. They escape with a victory, although they needed an extra period to get it done.
Yeah, but what a great game. I mean, both teams, I felt like, gave it their all. But when it came to OT, it was just all about sheer determination on their part.
And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thank you, Kevin. LeBron, were you satisfied with the team's performance tonight?
We got a very good team, but in order for us to continue to improve, we have to go out and we have to defend, we have to play for one another, and we have to be selfless. You know, it's not about the individual, it's about the team, and if we all give in to what the team needs to do to be better, then we'll be okay.
It is a work in progress, LeBron. Thanks for your time. Kevin?
All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching this presentation of the NBA on 2K Sports. We'll see you next time.